What's up, guys? Bang, bang. It is lunch money time. Well, Wall Street's trying to get rich, the rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with Polina. Whatever that look is, and she's got her plant. Let's just get the plant out of the way. Come on.
It's show and tell time.
Just get the plant. Let's go. What's up with this plant? This thing showed up at our apartment.
It came really beat up. That's why one side is kind of dying. But hold on, let me show them. Look at the tomatoes.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
It hasn't decided if it wants to live or die yet, but I'm trying to make it live.
All right. Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi. BlockFi doesn't give a shit about your plants. BlockFi just wants you to go open an account and get 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. They want to get you money, get paid. Go get a BlockFi account. I'm an investor. I sit on the board. I'm a user. I'm happy. You'll be happy. Everyone will be happy if BlockFi has you join and get an account. 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. You can buy and sell crypto. You can take out a US dollar loan against your crypto collateral. You got a big purchase coming up or something. Go get a BlockFi account so that I don't have to listen about the plant anymore. All right, what's up?
What does my plant have to do with your Bitcoin?
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Well, if we didn't buy the plant, we could have bought more Bitcoin, but that's all another topic.
Okay. Billionaire hedge fund investor, is it Stanley Druckenmiller? Oh wait, no, not Druckenmiller says he owns Bitcoin. And he said his gold position is many, many more times larger than his Bitcoin allocation, but he predicts that his Bitcoin allocation will outperform.
Are you guys paid attention yet? This is the best investor on Wall Street, period. Hands down.
Really?
Everyone
I thought you were the best investor on Wall Street.
Nah, I'm sitting on the outside.
Yeah.
Stanley Druckenmiller's compounded money at over 30% for like 30 years. It's insane what he's done. And now he owns Bitcoin, and he's talking about it publicly on CNBC. If you're not paying attention now, you're willfully ignoring it. That's fine.
Willfully.
You're just not going to benefit when all the other smart, intelligent billionaires, smart, intelligent investors are watching as Bitcoin disrupts gold. Go ahead. Next.
Big news, Spotify is buying podcast ad company Megaphone for $235 million, marking its next big step into the podcasting industry. Spotify is really trying to beef up its podcasting arm. Remember when I bought Gimlet, and what was the other one with a P? Anyway.
Wait, what?
It bought a few
Parcast?
Parcast.
Is one of them.
And Gimlet. And now Megaphone. And also Joe Rogan. And also Kim Kardashian.
A bunch of them.
And also Michelle Obama. Okay, go on.
Daniel Ek is on a mission. He's going to own podcasting. He will literally come buy your microphone from you if he could. He's going to buy up as much of this as he possibly can. He believes very deeply in podcasting. He is basically just putting all of his attention and focus. There are rumors that they are going to launch a podcast-only subscription. So you don't get music, you just get podcasting, all kinds of things around exclusive interviews, content, etc. Kind of like the Netflix for podcast. We'll see what happens, but Spotify ain't playing around here.
That's a really big bet they're making on podcasts, given that their music arm is so successful. Why are they doing this?
Well, it's all the same. It's just audio, right? But the whole thing is podcast is actually a better business for them because they don't have to pay royalties.
Oh.
Yeah, see? Very different. So podcasting is a much, much better position for them to kind of dominate. And so I assume that they're going to continue to be pretty aggressive here. And, it's one of those things. Do you think there's going to be more podcasts or less podcasts in the future?
I think it's definitely going to be more.
So they're making moves.
I literally still remember when Serial came out, I think in like 2016 or whatever it was, or 15, and people were like, oh my God, we're peak podcasts. There's so many podcasts. And then the onslaught avalanche of podcasting came and people were like, never mind, there was not a peak. Okay, ready?
Go ahead.
Peloton announced Tuesday a multi-year partnership with Beyonce to produce exclusive content with her music for its streamed workout classes, because her music is the most requested on Peloton. So they're going to create a series of themed workout experiences across multiple fitness categories, including indoor cycling, running, strength, boot camp, yoga, and meditation.
Is the details available? How much are they paying her?
Oh, I don't think it said.
It's crazy because Peloton only has 3.6 million people.
But that's a lot of people.
Members. Well, the churn is very low. If you remember, you're more likely to switch cell phone carriers than Peloton, so that's why they keep growing. But it's still pretty. It's pretty small.
How much do you think she's getting paid?
How much?
Yeah.
For something like this, it's definitely a couple $1 million.
Do you think she got equity?
Well, they're a public company.
Oh shoot, they are public.
So
Peloton is public.
They may have been able to give her some kind of shares or something, but it's less likely than if they were a private company.
Sorry, I forgot that Peloton went public, guys. Walmart said that it will kick off a pilot with Cruise, that's General Motors' driverless car situation, to deliver groceries, and it's testing it.
Didn't Walmart get rid of their robots, or say that the robots in the aisle was going to be a little bit tougher than they thought?
Yes.
So they're really trying to figure out this automation and robotics and stuff, which, by the way, is good. Like, they're a huge company, and so they're embracing innovation. Like, I actually think they'll figure it out because of the approach that they're taking. But whether it's self-driving cars for your groceries or it's robots, like, that's cool.
They just love a good robot.
You know what else I think about this story? Is it's going to be very interesting to see how many people order groceries after the pandemic is over.
Oh.
Right? Because during the pandemic, there's like a massive surge in online grocery ordering.
I mean, it's convenient, and also, you can get toilet paper instead of fighting the two 25-year-olds who are trying to hoard it at the grocery store.
Why are you attacking the 25-year-olds?
I'm not.
Okay.
They attacked me. So here's what's interesting here.
What's interesting?
Sorry, I forgot my thought. I was gonna say something around like how yesterday when the vaccine was announced, all the stocks like Zoom and like the indoor stuff,
all the pandemic,
went down.
all the stocks that benefited from the pandemic went down because people are like, oh wait, we might not sit inside all day for the rest of our lives. I mean, look, it's short-term price movements don't matter. It's all just emotional trading from investors.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next. Oh, this is my favorite story.
McDonald's yesterday announced a plant-based line called McPlant, which sparked confusion among investors about whether Beyond Meat would be a supplier for McDonald's McPlant. The company made the meatless burger patty for a McDonald's test in Ontario, but nobody's commenting. So people are like, oh my God, is Beyond stock? Should we invest more in it? Or should we bet against it if McDonald's isn't using Beyond Meat for these plantless?
What people didn't realize happened yesterday was the stock that McDonald's that made the announcement, it dropped. Then all of a sudden they're like, wait, but we're participating in this, like we're helping McDonald's. Then the stock exploded again. But then the earnings came out.
McDonald's said they haven't made a decision yet.
Well, that might be McDonald's whole position, but that's not what Beyond Meat said yesterday during the day. Then the earnings came out last night. What is the stock down? Go to the top. The stock is down, no, right there.
28%.
28%. It dropped 28%. They threw up a absolute goose egg. They just threw up a goose egg. Not really a zero, but like not good. Stock, they missed, I think the estimate was they were going to do like $120 or $130 million in revenue. They did like 90 or something. Like something like not even close, which is not good performance. Go ahead.
Well, and then Beyond Meat is like, I will say this, everything we said is true. Now it's up to McDonald's to like, confirm it. Like, I don't buy it for a second. All right. Elon Musk's Boring Company is setting up its operations in Austin, Texas. Oh, you like that?
Austin, Texas?
Yeah. Yep. So it landed a deal to construct and operate a people mover for the Las Vegas Convention Center. What the hell's a people mover? So yeah, that's cool.
Should we move to Austin?
You ask me that every lunch money. I'm personally not opposed to it. Because I know there's a lot of lunch money viewers in Austin.
Should we stay in New York? Should we go to Montana?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
What about California?
No.
No?
I'm not a fan.
What about Miami? No?
I don't like the tank tops that the men wear.
All right, so we have New York and
Austin.
Maybe Puerto Rico?
How do you feel about Charlotte, North Carolina? Why not?
Nah.
Why not?
Nah.
All right.
All right, next.
We are at my favorite segment.
You see how my nose has?
Money.
You see how my nose has?
I see.
Guys,
yesterday I was out and I came back and I apparently didn't notice he got a haircut. But doesn't it look the same? Like it looks the same. How am I supposed to notice? Okay. Maybe it's because I made that comment about his hair sticking out. So I
never comment about your hair.
Yes, you do all the time. Oh wait.
Come on, what's the question?
Hold on, what did you ask me yesterday?
Hey guys, love the show.
So we had 2 questions yesterday for Ask Lunch Money. If you have a question for us, do #AskLM in the comments below.
Which this person did not do, but...
And this person did not do, but I like their question. But first I'm gonna go with Nisami. His question is, he used the proper hashtag. His question is, what do you think will be the 3 biggest sectors to invest in during this decade? You go first and then I'll go.
No, you go.
I think that skincare for both men and women. I think fertility startups are going to be huge. They already are kind of exploding. And the third one I think is tracking of all sorts of health things.
Quantified self.
Quantified self. There you go. Those are mine. What are yours?
I'm going to pick different ones just so that there's a variety of information.
But did you not agree with mine?
I think all of those are good. I would go with Bitcoin, psychedelics, and I'll just call all of the things around remote work. So what I mean by that is like not so much, there's plenty of software companies, but also things like there's going to be a company that is built that simply builds like mini offices in your backyard. So you can like walk out of your house and go into your kind of separate area, your office, but it's on your property. Or there might be some places where everyone's a remote worker, but you all come together so that you have some kind of like community. There's likely to be somebody who figures out like, hey, houses now should be built with much more robust home offices. What does it look like?
Even after COVID's over?
Yeah, for sure. Because what people are realizing is like maybe you're not going to work from home 100% of the time, but you're also not going to go into the office 100% of the time. It's just going to become much more acceptable for you to work from home for a period of time. So maybe it's 3 days at home, 2 days in the office, or flip flop or whatever. But I think that's a big one. Psychedelics, absolutely. There is a massive increase in depression, suicidal thoughts, mental health issues, all that kind of stuff coming out of this. And we also are starting to see like the state of Oregon just came out with a new law that is going to legalize some ingredients in the psychedelic space that'll be interesting. And there's a lot of other companies. Compass Pathways is public. Field Trip Health, a couple of these guys.
Field Trip Health is public?
I believe that they're not on NASDAQ or anything, but they're on one of the smaller exchanges, I think. And then Bitcoin, obviously, I think that Bitcoin is going to disrupt gold at a minimum, if not nation state currencies. And so that's going to be pretty incredible to watch. Hey.
Oh, okay.
There's a pandemic, no coughing.
So the other question I thought was really good. Taylor asks, hey guys, love the show. You're the best, Taylor. My question is, what would you recommend a person do right now if they're looking to take the first step or steps towards leaving their boring 9-to-5 job and becoming a self-sufficient individual? Can I answer first?
Sure.
Okay. So the first step I would say, like my biggest regret in not starting the profile when I did is that I didn't start it earlier. So don't quit your job, but start doing whatever it is you want to do kind of on the side, on weekends, in evenings. And because you love doing it, it'll kind of you'll be excited to do it on weekends. And I know that a lot of people say, what's your path to profitability? What's your business model look like? The beauty of a lot of these things is like, if it's truly original and if you're doing this, sometimes the business model is not obvious in the beginning. It wasn't for me. I did not start a newsletter with the idea that it would become a business. I was talking to Humans of New York creator Brandon Stanton recently. The model of whatever he created did not exist when he started photographing people on the street. So I think like it might take a while to figure out how to make money off of it, but just start doing something you love now.
I agree with all of that. The only 2 things I would add are, one, you should set a goal. in terms of when you're going to leave by, and also set a goal for an amount of money that you need to be making in order to make that jump. So what happens is a lot of people just say, oh, like I want to leave, but they never set goals. There's no forcing function. But if you got a 9-to-5 job that you want to quit, let's say that you said, okay, I want to replace my salary.
That was my goal.
And, use an easy number. Let's say that you get paid, $60,000 a year, right? So $5K a month. And I want to replace that. Then you work backwards. You say, all right, I'm going to leave in 6 months from now. Can I figure out how to make $5,000 a month doing whatever the other thing I want to do is in the next 6 months? And basically, set both a amount goal and also a timing goal so that you have something that you're kind of working towards, and then track it. Right? So understand, okay, in the first month, how much money did I make? I made $300. Okay, well, that's directionally towards 5,000, but I got ways to go. In month 3, okay, now I'm making $2,500. Wow, I'm making progress here. By month 6, I'm only making $4,000, not $5,000. Should I leave, right? Or do I need to wait another month? Like now you can kind of measure, what your confidence level is. And then at the same time, you got to be comfortable, I think, kind of taking some risk, which basically means you got to bet on yourself, but you better be damn sure that whatever you're going to do has the potential to grow into what you want it to be, because there's a lot of people, frankly, who don't have jobs right now. And so if you quit and 6 months from now you need a job, yeah, if you're talented, sure, there's always going to be jobs available. But if you're also now competing with 100 other people, you just got to make sure that you're making the right decision. Another
thing I'll say is I started thinking about leaving my job back in January. So I call it the seesaw of misery. I would wake up and be like, I'm ready to do it. And I'd go to sleep and be like, are you crazy? So he was on the receiving end of this seesaw. So I kept being all about it and then not sure and then going back and forth. So he said, this was back in January when Anthony was like, I'm done listening to this. I will not talk to you until you literally circle a date in your calendar when you think will be your last day at your job. And in January, I went and circled a date, and I literally completely forgot that I did this, but you'll find when you make a decision, your mind kind of stops freaking out and you start moving towards that decision. When I was leaving my job, I was looking in my planner that I use religiously, and I saw that March 20th was circled, and I was like, what the hell was this? And then I remembered it was when I circled that I would leave, and that actually ended up being my last day, which is mind-blowing that I showed him and freaked out and all that stuff. But it's just once you make a decision, you naturally tend to move in that direction.
I never freak out.
Okay.
But
he doesn't.
You do every once in a while. It's okay. No problem.
But do you remember when I showed you the thing?
Set a date. Stick to it. Stop being soft.
Oh, okay.
You want to work for yourself, go work for yourself. You want to work for somebody else, go work for somebody else. It's all up to you. Personal responsibility. Embrace it. That's it for Lunch Money today, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Taylor and Nasami.
See you tomorrow.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.